a dream come true, according to Cameron Brink herself, making the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. And yeah, so see here from Sports Illustrated, the LA Sparks rookie will be featured in the magazine in 2025.
Cameron Brink, WNBA rookie, Stanford champion, and swimsuit model? Yep, you read that right. The Los Angeles Sparks forward is about to make her debut in the 2025 Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Cost you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video.
And Cameron Brink, who's the number 2 pick, is one of the athletes chosen. Her rookie season was cut short after 15 games. In fairness, she was pretty damn good in her rookie season. We're thrilled to launch the shoot. Remarkable group features Olympic medalists, world champions, record holders, embodies the next generation of all-stars.
But hold up, there's more to this story than just a basketball player in a bikini. Cameron's not just posing, she's making a statement. About what, you ask? Well, it's all about smashing stereotypes and redefining what it means to be a female athlete. Stick around to see how Cameron's using her platform to change the game. Picture this. Cameron Brink steps into the WNBA draft. The room goes dead quiet. Everyone's thinking the same thing. Is she really as good as they say? Let's rewind a bit. Brink at Stanford was something else. She wasn't just playing basketball, she was owning the court. NCAA champion, 2-time Pac-12 Player of the Year. But here's the thing, college ball isn't the big leagues. Draft day rolls around. Brink goes 2nd overall to the Sparks. Talk about pressure. Can she live up to all that hype? Then comes her first WNBA game. You can bet Brink's feeling those nerves. But guess what? She's not backing down. She's swatting shots, snagging rebounds like it's nobody's business. The crowd's going nuts. But hold up, because things are about to get tough. 15 games in, Brink's season takes a nasty turn. Torn ACL, season over, just like that. You'd think her dreams were crushed, right? Wrong. Brink's not throwing in the towel. She's in rehab, working harder than ever. But that's not all she's up to. You know what's crazy? While she's recovering, Brink's making some serious moves off the court. Big ones. The kind that's about to shake up the whole sports world. So what's this shocking decision Cameron Brink made that's changing the game for women in sports? Well, let me tell you. It's not what anyone expected. While most injured players might just focus on getting better, Brink's thinking bigger. She's not just sitting around waiting to heal. She's plotting, planning, making moves that are gonna turn heads. And get this, these aren't just any moves. We're talking game-changing stuff here. The kind of decisions that make people sit up and take notice. Brink's not just thinking about her comeback on the court. She's thinking about changing the whole playbook for women in sports. You won't believe what Cameron Brink's up to while she's sidelined. Most athletes would just focus on rehab, but not Brink. She's cooking up something big, and it's got nothing to do with basketball. Let's talk about those pre-game looks. Brink's not just throwing on any old outfit. She's turning heads and making statements. But why does it matter what she wears to the game? It's not just about looking good. Brink's smashing stereotypes left and right. She's showing the world that female athletes can dominate on the court and slay in the fashion game too. But Brink's not stopping at fashion. She's using her voice to speak up about things that matter. Mental health, empowering young girls. You name it, she's talking about it. And get this, she's not just talking, she's doing something about it. Remember Next 22? That's Brink's basketball camp. And it's not your average summer program. She's not just teaching kids how to dribble and shoot. Brink's shaping the future of women's basketball, one camper at a time. And you know what's even crazier? The business deals Brink's landing. New Balance made her their first female basketball athlete. That's huge. But she didn't stop there. Urban Decay, Optimum Nutrition, Skims. Brink's face is everywhere you look. So how did Brink go from getting injured to landing a major magazine cover? It's simple. While everyone else was counting her out, she was busy building her brand. She turned a setback into a comeback. And not just in sports. All this hustle off the court is about to pay off in a big way. Brink's not just changing her game, she's changing the whole playbook for women in sports. She's showing that an athlete's impact doesn't stop when they step off the court. And trust me, this is just the beginning. Cameron Brink is redefining what it means to be a female athlete, one headline at a time. Remember when athletes stuck to sports? Those days are over. Cameron Brink's latest play isn't on the court. It's in the pages of an iconic magazine. But here's the twist, some folks aren't cheering. So why's Brink diving into these controversial waters? Let's talk about the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. It's not just any old magazine, it's a cultural icon. And now, Brink's about to be part of it. That's huge. But you know what's even bigger? The statement she's making. Some people are raising their eyebrows. Athletes in swimsuits? It's stirring up controversy. But Brink, she's not backing down, not even a little bit. She's using this platform to speak up about body positivity and show that athletes are more than just their sport. And get this, Brink saw this coming. Months ago, she was on a podcast talking about how being in the SI swimsuit issue was her dream. Now it's happened. That's some manifestation magic right there. But here's the kicker. It's not just about Brink. She's part of a whole lineup of incredible athletes. We're talking Olympians and world champions. Gabby Thomas, Suni Lee, Nelly Korda, these women are changing the game. They're showing that female athletes can be strong, successful, and yes, sexy too. So why are people saying Brink is more than just a basketball player? It's simple. She's not letting anyone put her in a box. On the court, she's a force to be reckoned with. Off the court, she's a fashion icon, a role model, and now a swimsuit model too. Brink's showing that athletes don't have to be one-dimensional. This isn't just a photo shoot, it's a revolution. Brink and these other athletes are redefining what it means to be a female sports star. They're breaking barriers, challenging stereotypes, and showing the world that they can do it all. And you know what? They're just getting started. The game's changing, and these women are leading the charge. These women are just getting started, but the finish line, it's further than you might think. Remember that 4% media coverage for women's sports? Well, Brink and her teammates aren't settling for scraps anymore. They're cooking up something big, and it's about to turn the sports world upside down. Cameron Brink isn't just changing her game. She's rewriting the whole playbook for women's sports. Think about it. She's a WNBA star, a fashion icon, an entrepreneur, and an advocate. Brink's showing that athletes can be all these things and more. And she's not the only one making waves. More and more female athletes are speaking up, branching out, and building their brands. They're not waiting for anyone's permission. They're taking control of their careers and their futures. It's like they've all decided to be the stars of their own show, both on and off the court. But let's be real for a second. It's not all smooth sailing. There are still some big challenges out there. Pay gaps, they're real. Media coverage, it's still not fair. And those old stereotypes, they're stubborn. But here's the thing. Brink and her fellow athletes are facing these issues head on. They're not backing down. You know what's crazy? Women's sports only get about 4% of all sports media coverage. Can you believe that? It's like they're playing in the shadows. But Brink and her peers, they're stepping into the spotlight and demanding to be seen. So here's the million-dollar question. Is this the future of women's sports? Are we looking at a new breed of athletes who are stars on the court and off it? It sure looks that way. These women are redefining what's possible. They're showing that being an athlete is just the beginning. Brink's story isn't just about her. It's about a whole generation of athletes who are changing the game. They're pushing boundaries, breaking stereotypes, and inspiring others to do the same. It's like they're creating a new playbook for success, and everyone's taking notes. But you know what's really mind-blowing? There's still one thing about Cameron Brink that even her biggest fans don't know. It's something that shows just how much impact she's having. And trust me, when you find out, it's going to change the way you see not just Brink, but the whole future of women's sports. Cameron Brink isn't just a basketball player anymore. She's a game changer, a trendsetter, a role model. From dominating on the court to gracing magazine covers, she's showing the world that athletes can do it all. And you know what? People are taking notice. Brink's not just inspiring other athletes, she's lighting a fire under a whole generation of young girls. They're seeing her succeed in sports, fashion, and business, and they're thinking, I can do that too. It's like she's opened up a whole new world of possibility. So what's next for Cameron Brink? Who knows? But I'll tell you this, whatever she does, it's going to shake things up. She's not just playing the game, she's changing it. And we're all just lucky to be along for the ride.